This legendary road stretches 3,000 miles connecting Sacramento, California to Oceanside, Maryland, and is known as Highway 50. Highway 50 is famously known as the loneliest road in America, but this nickname specifically refers to the Nevada portion of the highway. We will make our way across Nevada on the loneliest road in America, beginning in Carson City. To commemorate our journey on the loneliest highway, we picked up the official Highway 50 Survival Guide, which is a stamp book that can be used to track your progress along Highway 50. To get our stamp, we are looking for the official stamp location sign. However, some locations aren't clearly marked, which makes it a little more difficult to find.
So we have our survival guide, Highway 50 book, and we went into the visitor center to get our stamp. So she stamped it in several places. We have it stamped on the map over the Carson City, and then she also stamped it on this page over Carson City. And then we went over to the actual Carson City page where she stamped it here. And then she also stamped it at the end over Carson City here, the location, and over here on this side.
So on our way to Dayton, we left Carson City and we decided to stop at the Chocolate Nugget Candy Factory. My husband loves their cinnamon bears, so we're going to stop and get some.
The drive to the candy factory is on the way to Dayton and is a 15-minute drive, which is about 8.3 miles. What is not to love? Look at all of this chocolate. They have so many varieties of chocolates and treats. It's become kind of like tradition for us to stop here when we're in town, so we stopped to get some candy.
Got cinnamon bears for me, cinnamon bears for my mother, rocks for little Layla, and my wife wanted the chocolate nugget.
Chocolate covered almonds.
Chocolate covered almonds.
Yes. I apologize, everyone. We skipped Dayton. We couldn't find the visitor center, so I must have goofed on the directions. Instead, we kept going to the city of Fallon, where we stopped at the Churchill County Museum to get our book stamped. This museum has a collection of over 16,000 historical items. It is currently showcasing a motorcycle exhibit. It showcases a green energy exhibit.
Yeah.
And the Pony Express migration. The museum also showcases firearms as part of its public exhibits. It has a dedicated firearms collection, primarily focused on weapons from the mid to late 1800s. And while the museum doesn't have a formal outdoor exhibit, it does showcase this novelty store, which is said to have Fallon's first bay window to display items. The city of Fallon has approximately 9,600 residents. It is nicknamed Nevada's Salad Bowl because it supplies a large share of produce. Fallon is also home to the Naval Air Station, which is famous for elite Top Gun and tactical air warfare training programs. After leaving Fallon, we entered this large, undeveloped area. It looked like it could have been part of an alien or lunar landscape, but in reality, it was a dried-out lake bed. The minerals and salts accumulated and left behind alkali crusts across the basin. So this area is so unique that films like Top Gun and the sequel Top Gun Maverick were both filmed in nearby locations. Situated 25 miles east of Fallon along Highway 50 is Sand Mountain. The sand dunes encompass about 4,800 acres and stretch about 3.5 miles, so it makes it the largest single sand dune in the Great Basin. However, because we were running behind schedule, we decided to skip the sand dunes to get to our next stop in Middlegate. So we made it to the Middlegate station, which is an iconic roadhouse along Highway 50. This bar was founded in 1850 and once served as a critical horse changing station during the Pony Express. Now it's an essential stop for motorists along Highway 50. We were so excited to make it to Middlegate. I honestly feel like we took this road trip just so that we can try the famous Monster Burger here at this location. This is such a cool spot. It has really chill vibes, and the staff here are really friendly. We had a great time. I mean, you look at all of these stickers, and it feels like everybody who comes here, they leave a little bit of themselves with either a sticker or a dollar bill, and it really makes you feel like you're part of something. The people who work here must see so many people come and go. The Monster Burger Challenge is very popular among our servicemen and women, and it's almost like a rite of passage for them. Over time, there have also been plenty of YouTubers who take the Monster Burger Challenge. And then there are those who just want to check out this popular stop along Highway 50. Today, we fall into the category of a couple of YouTubers who not only want to check out this awesome bar, but also want to try the Monster Burger. When we got our burger, I couldn't help think how cute it was. It had 2 onion ring eyes, they gave it a little peppercini nose, and a tomato tongue. It was so cute. To prep for this burger challenge, we ended up skipping breakfast this morning, and by the time we got here, it was about 2 in the afternoon, and we were pretty much starving by then. I'll tell you, this Monster Burger was delicious. As we finished up, we continued on and made our way to the shoe tree. We didn't want to add another pair of shoes because there were just so many, so we just mostly wanted to see it. When we were there, another couple was making the attempt to get their shoes on the big branch. It was so funny. He got the shoes on a branch, just not that big one up top. It was the little one towards the bottom. This tree is really unique, and if you're not paying attention, you might just drive by it because it's just a few minutes away from the Middlegate station. The drive itself was great, but Highway 50 isn't as lonely as it once was. It has recently gained so much popularity that everyone seems to want to make this drive. We saw plenty of RVs on the road, but there was still plenty of room to share the road. The drive to Austin from the shoe tree is about 63 miles, which is about 55 minutes. And once you get to Austin, it's home to the historic Austin Courthouse, which is the only surviving Greek Revival courthouse in Nevada. Once at the courthouse, we were able to walk freely and explore. They had plenty of old photos throughout, but what we found interesting were the newspaper articles from the daily Reese River Review. The Reese River Review historically published articles in Austin detailing the hangings of criminal offenders.
All right, so we made it to Austin. We got our Austin stamp.
Yeah.
One stamp there. We got another Austin stamp here. And then we have our other stamp right in here. And then we got the last 2 pages also stamped here and here. And as a bonus, we got our Loneliest Road in America Highway 50 sticker.
Believe it or not, I had a lot of fun getting my book stamped. It felt a little bit like a scavenger hunt. The drive to Eureka was a little over an hour and was about 70 miles from Austin. Eureka was an old mining town like many of the towns along Highway 50. It has a population of about 400 residents, and I think what makes this town really unique are the underground tunnels that are found throughout this town. When we started this road trip, we were running behind, and we began this trip maybe about 2 hours behind schedule. Well, that caught up to us here in Eureka. We got here about 4:45, and the Opera House was supposed to be open until 5. They obviously closed early, and I'm pretty sure we saw the guy driving away as we got there. Needless to say, we didn't get our Eureka stamp. It was alright because all you need are 5 stamps along Highway 50 to get your certificate. So we got in our car and we left to Ely. The drive to Ely was again a little over an hour and totaled about 77 miles. Once we got to the hotel, we made our way to the parking lot behind the hotel. This parking lot is pretty spacious and it looked pretty safe to me. Next to the parking lot, they also had a truck and RV parking lot, which was really nice for larger vehicles. Once we made it inside the hotel, we absolutely loved the old vintage feel it had. The hotel had a ton of memorabilia. It had a bunch of taxidermy displays and antlers. We checked in, got our room keys, and headed upstairs. When we got to our room, we were pleasantly surprised. Most of the rooms at this hotel have recently been renovated. I believe they started the renovation process with the suites and are still working their way through the rest of the hotel. The rooms look great. I was really impressed by our room. The room we stayed in was a business suite room. The suites are much larger compared to the regular rooms here, and the cost was only $125 per night. The room also had a beautiful fireplace. We turned it on to see what it looked like, and it was beautiful. The colors changed and went from a red to a pink, purple, and then blue. It was really neat. The room was also furnished with a microwave, a mini fridge, and a Keurig machine. They had complimentary water for us, and it had nice counter space in the vanity area. The bathroom was also great. It had a beautiful white subway tile. It had black accents, and it looked very clean and modern. Larry Butte was a local cowboy artist who painted the murals found throughout the hallways of the Hotel Nevada. He also painted murals on the casino floor and the hotel exterior. This hotel also has a small gym that's equipped with a treadmill, an elliptical machine, and free weights, which was an added bonus. The Nevada Hotel features celebrities who have stayed at the hotel, unique antiques, wagon wheel chandeliers, photos and statues of John Wayne, Clint Eastwood, and again it also has the donkey and cowboy murals. The casino floor was pretty nice. They had a lot of old machines, so it kind of took you back a little bit. And then they also, my husband loves John Wayne, so of course he spotted John Wayne out. And then they also had this really nice long bar area where you can just go, sit down, hang out. have a few cocktails and play on the machine. So that was really cool. It seemed like a really cool place to hang out. We did play a little bit, but unfortunately we didn't hit anything, so that was okay though. We ran into some photos of Clint Eastwood here on this column, and then on the other side of the column we also saw a Nevada magazine that featured, of course, the loneliest road in America. So that day, my husband and I went for a walk to explore the town. We were really able to admire and appreciate all of the beautiful murals found throughout the downtown area in Ely. We also saw this beautiful memorial in memory of those who made the supreme sacrifice for their country. It was beautiful. The murals are part of a revitalization project to revitalize the downtown area, and the donkey seen here is symbolic of the Nevada Hotel. For dinner, we decided to check out the Cell Block Steakhouse, which is right across the street from the Nevada Hotel. This restaurant was truly unexpected. The restaurant is very casual but had very good service. And yes, you are eating your dinner in a jail cell. My husband ended up ordering the ribeye, and I had the Mediterranean chicken. Everything was delicious. By the time we finished our dinner and walked back to the hotel, the exterior lights were on. This was a nice ending to day one. We had a full day today, traveling along the loneliest road in America. We'll see you in part 2 of this road trip.